On this segment of Backstage Pass with Lia Chang, I'm taking you inside the widely anticipated Hadestown the Musical world premiere held at Tribeca at the OKX Theater at BMCC TPAC on June 8, 2026 in New York City. The film features the 5 original principal cast members of the Broadway company: Reeve Carney as Orpheus, André De Shields in his Tony Award-winning turn as Hermes, Amber Gray as Persephone, Eva Noblezada as Eurydice, and Patrick Page as Hades, who were in attendance at the premiere and graced the stage for a Q&A after the screening. Hadestown has become a genre-defying new musical that blends modern American folk music with New Orleans-inspired jazz to reimagine a sweeping ancient tale. Following 2 intertwining love stories, that of young dreamers Orpheus and Eurydice, and that of King Hades and his wife Persephone, Hadestown invites audiences on a hell-raising journey to the underworld and back. The stage production of Hadestown, written by Anais Mitchell and directed by Rachel Chavkin, won 8 Tony Awards in 2019, including Best Musical and the 2020 Grammy Award for Best Musical Theater Album. The live theater capture was filmed in London by director Brett Sullivan of Steam Motion and Sound and will be released in North America for 5 nights only under the title Hadestown the Musical from Bleecker Street. Tickets are now on sale for the limited run, which begins on July 24th, 2026. After the screening, Eva and Reeve performed All I've Ever Known, accompanied by music director Liam Robinson. Mara Isaac, Dale Franzen, Hunter Arnold, and Tom Curtihy served as producers of the film and the production.
My name is Mara Isaacs, and on behalf of my producing partners, Dale Franzen, Hunter Arnold, Tom Curtihy, we are very happy to welcome you to the world premiere of Hadestown, the musical. We are so thrilled that Tribeca Festival has been an incredible home for the launch of our film. And we also really want to thank our distribution partners, Crosswalk and LD Entertainment, who have been such great collaborators in bringing this to audiences everywhere. Speaking of which, please tell all of your friends that Hadestown the Musical will open in movie theaters on July 24th nationwide. I also just want to take a moment and acknowledge some of the people who are here tonight who have helped make Hadestown and have helped make this film. Our brilliant director, Rachel Chavkin. Brett Sullivan. The film that you are about to see is the result of a thoughtful, rigorous, generous, and creative collaboration between Rachel and Brett and Anais Mitchell. And we're also joined tonight by members of our extraordinary cast and creative team. While we're taking the photo, I will just add that after the screening, you've heard we have a special live performance.
Once upon a time there was a railroad line. There was a poor boy working on a sign. There was the road to hell. It was hard times. It was the world of God. Must have been making Eurydice was a hungry young girl.
Your ticket.
And Hades gave her a choice to make. A ticket to the underworld.
Wait for me, I'm coming. Wait, I'm coming with you. Wait for me, I'm coming. I'm waiting, I'm coming with you. I'm coming to take me home. I'm coming. I was alone so long, I didn't even know that I was lonely. Out in the cold so long, I didn't even know that I was cold. Turning my collar to the wind, this is how it's always been. All I've ever known is how to hold my own. All I've ever known is how to hold my own. But now I wanna hold you too. You take me in your arms and suddenly the sunlight all around me. Everything bright and warm and shining like it never did before. Then for a moment I forget just how dark and cold it gets. All I've ever known is how to hold my own. All I've ever known is how to hold my own. But now I wanna hold you. Now I wanna hold you close. I don't wanna ever have to let you go. Now I wanna hold you tight. I don't wanna go back to the lonely life.
I don't know how or why, or who am I that I should get to hold you? But when I saw you all alone against the sky, it's like I'd known you all along. I knew you before we met, and I don't even know you yet. All I know is you're someone I have always known. All I know is you're someone I have always known. And I don't even know you now. I wanna hold you close. I don't wanna ever have to let you go. Suddenly the sunlight, bright and warm. Suddenly I'm holding the world in my arms. Say that you'll hold me forever. Say that the wind won't change on us. Say that we'll stay with each other. And it will always be like this. I'm gonna hold you forever. The wind will never change on us. Long as we stay with each other. And it will always be like this.
There might be a lot audience really familiar with film. There might be a lot of people really familiar with the stage, but a stage production recording is something that's a really unique blend of the two. Could you tell us all about the process of preparing for that and what the actual process of filming looked like?
We initially sat down and went through the show beat by beat, and that helped me understand the DNA of the show that Rachel and Anais had put together, basically, to build. And then I went away and did some homework on how a shot was basically a shooting script to try and put it onto film. And the biggest challenge is always to try and honour what is done, what is already staged, but also take advantage of what film can offer by getting close to these amazing actors and seeing in their eyes, and which is really the special part from editorial, which Rachel and I worked on together.
Yeah, and Anais and I talked, we'd kind of spoken about this and dreamed about it for years, and we traded, in particular, a lot of concert films back and forth. And in kind of talking about the aesthetic and the sense of liveness, the sense of like almost one night only. And we looked at The Last Waltz, and we looked at Stop Making Sense, and kind of again and again, as well as I was mentioning like Spike Lee's capture of Passing Strange, which I think is so extraordinary. That really like forged how we wanted to do it, and then very technically, this crew of beautiful humans, we got to London and basically started rehearsals to go back in, because I don't know when, there had been at least a year, if not more, since the last person had left the show, and it had been sort of a rolling step out. And so we began with rehearsals, during which Patrick had an accident. And then that ended up kind of shaping and defining the whole process and the preciousness of this film, which is just like these 5 unbelievably like jaw-dropping performances.
For me, we just got to do our work, you know. We got to come back together after 2 years. We hadn't done it, the 5 of us, in 2 years, and I had wonderful closure. It's deeply painful when you leave a long-running show because you have to sort of grieve on your own. You know, you're looking through the glass at your friends on the other side, still playing together. So it was like wonderful closure to get to do this again. And I was very moving to watch my friends work. I'm like, oh my God, Eva, you kiss him on the arm before you exit? So sweet. So many things I discovered just now, but we just got to do our work, and I didn't think of it as making it for film per se. It would have been a very different performance. I would have toned it down.
I agree with everything Amber said, and it felt like a beautiful celebration of, you know, not to be morbid, but death, because we all left at different times and we created this piece together. So it was almost, you know, it was a great coming together, but it was very painful because, you know, people had gone through different stages of their lives and we came back together. So we were all kind of, you know, finding our way with each other and also getting to know where each other was in that time of their lives. And the beautiful thing was that that stage was so inviting and welcoming, and that theater was quite literally perfect for the film capture. So, and that cast was incredible, and we obviously always have the OBC members of Hadestown and everyone who's put their essence and work into this project to make it what it is today. You know, we carry those people and their creations with joy and with pride, and they're absolutely here today with the magnificence of that performance. So,
getting together with these five, including me, and the creative team once again to do what we originally set out to do, and in a whole new way, really, because of being in these places in our lives. One thing Rachel said to us was, we want what this is for you now. This is not, you know, what we did in 2019 necessarily, and everyone brought something that, it was just being able to be up on stage listening and to each other the way that we originally did, but you know, making it for the world. I think that's one of the powerful things about Hadestown. It seems to connect with people because of it's so amorphous in the sense that, depending on what's happening in the world, you can connect it to so many different things. And I felt that watching it tonight, and I'm grateful to be here.
Well, maybe this is my opportunity to say thank you publicly. Are there actors in the house? Anybody who's an actor, raise your hand. Right. So, if you're fortunate, maybe once, maybe twice, or 3 times, maybe in your career you get to be a part of a beautiful, meaningful work of art that lasts and moves people and makes a difference. And when I ruptured my Achilles, snapped in half 10 days before we were to shoot, the obvious answer to that was for someone else to play the role of Hades. Many people knew how to do it, but Rachel Chavkin and Mara Isaacs and Aeneas Mitchell said, sorry, we would like to make this work with you. We will find a way to do this if you can. But I had gone to them and said, I think I stand in one spot for a lot of it, maybe. And then I watched the thing and I thought, well, that's it. I got to do something that beautiful. I don't mean my performance, I mean the film. The film is one more step. You see, some of us have kind of watched this from the beginning, grow from an album into a show, into a narrative show, into a better show, into a Broadway show. And then there's this new iteration, which is a film. And it is an extraordinary accomplishment, Rachel and Brett, as a film. I experienced the story as if I was watching it for the first time because of the way you crafted that beautiful work of art. So thank you for all of that.
My experience with Hadestown is a rebirth. When I terminated my contract with the show in May of 2022, I knew I wanted to climb a little higher. And there were some heights that I did achieve. But the true test was coming back to this family of brilliance. And then redo what was an absolutely perfect experience. After that, there was nothing else to do but give it to you, immortalize it. Thank you very much.
That was the most perfect Q&A I have ever done. And because of that, we're going to say thank you and good night.
Again.